Hi, everybody. It's Mary Ellen from Create With Me. I'm here in the Creativity Nest for Emmy's 3c's. So I didn't really advertise, but I'm going to just wait a minute and hope people get on. And I'm just going to talk about some upcoming things that's happening here in the Creativity Nest. And we've got new catalogs. So I've got so much stuff to show you. I'm like super excited. And I hope you will be too when you see it. So chime in and let me know that you're here. I'm going to go back to my old practices and I'm going to send a card to a random commenter. So go ahead and comment and let me know that you see me. I know that's going to take a while for people to come on. And even if you're watching this late, that's okay. Go ahead and comment because I will pick somebody at the end of the weekend or Monday morning usually. I might not Monday morning because I'll be at the dentist, but I'm going to do it here by the end of the weekend and I'll mail you the card that we're going to make today. One of the cards because I'm going to actually show you a couple. So I'm super excited about new catalog time. So we've got a new mini catalog that started on January the 5th. And then we also have our best time of the year, and that's celebration. And that's where when you spend $50 or a $100 level, you get to pick out something for free. And these are not just like little things, these are like stamp sets and ginormous packs of paper, like 48 sheets of 12 by 12. I mean, I'm just amazed at how awesome they are and how adorable they are. So I've been having a lot of fun playing with new products. The little bit of time that I get to play right now this time of the year, but having a lot of fun. So I hope that you'll enjoy what I showed today. Usually for coffee class, we do a little chit chat, but I know I didn't advertise. So that's going to be a little bit hard. So I'm going to kind of jump in a little bit until people come on and then you can watch me later. So I'm going to take you down to my desk and show you the new catalog. So here's the new mini catalog. My daughter, first thing she says was, "Oh, it's purple." She loves purple. So January to April mini catalog, totally purple and packed with new product. So I love new product. Can't get enough of it. So we're going to do something unique. I think unique, something that a lot of people will kind of steer away from, but I hope you won't. I want to show you how to use two new products together, something a little different. So bear with me, watch. Hopefully I'll stay on the whole time. I was actually going to have coffee class in person. And earlier in the week, I saw the forecast was going to be for snow, and I thought, I'm not going to do it because, first of all, if I would have woke up today and saw the snow and was going somewhere, I would have said, I think I'm going to stay home. So I thought rather than even invite people out, I'm just going to let everyone stay home, and that works out good for me too because I'm not getting around too great these days. So I'm just kind of hobbling along, but I love what I do and I'm here to share it with you. So new catalog, we're going to use a new product. I'm going to set this aside and we're going to use something that you're going to go, "Oh, and me, I don't know. I don't love these." We're going to use the masks. Okay. Just bear with me. We have some awesome new products to use with that. And that's these adorable little mini, see, here's our regular blending brush. And we have these adorable little mini blending brushes. So I'm going to use a little mini blending brush to show you a really fun background with this. And then I'm going to show you a whole card using the masks and the blending brushes and ink. So I think you're going to like it. So just bear with me. Don't tune me out yet. Good morning, Mary Jo. I told you 10 o'clock, but I couldn't get my act together. Mary Jo asked me yesterday, "What time are you going live?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to shoot for 10 o'clock." And then I'm talking to my friend Tanya at 9 o'clock and I'm still, no makeup on. My hair was in a towel and I was still just drinking coffee, trying to get moving. So 10:15, that's not bad, right? Let me know what you're drinking this morning, or you already had your coffee, you're all done. I'm going to bring in grid paper. I'm classically known for forgetting my grid paper. But today I remembered some small grid paper. So I'm going to start with, I always remember, I like to repeat myself just in case you forget. I love to pre-cut a pack of basic white paper into two sizes. I have a 3 3/4 by 5 basic white. I keep them in these little photo things that I got at the hobby store. And then I also keep one that is 4 by 5 1/4. So they're nice layers, nice layers to have. So I'm going to start with one piece of paper that's 3 3/4 by 5 in basic white. And I find when you're using the mask, it's best to tape it down. But this is a full cover mask, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use my dark lines and try to keep the paper from moving by using my. I'm gonna try to put my mask. Bear with me here. I'm gonna try to get it in the right spot on my paper. That's pretty good. Okay, then I like to just bring in painter's tape. This is just the green frog tape. Blue painter's tape works. Washi tape works. And keeping it, I think that tape is kind of important because it will move. It will definitely move. It's just me and you, Mary Jo. So you can't type. Yeah, well, I can't talk sometimes, so we're good. We're a good pair. I'm going to bring in my mini. This is the small blending brush. And I'm going to bring in some Granny Apple Green. No, wait, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to bring in some Pear Pizzazz. It's a little bit lighter green than the Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to start with my light because I'm going to use this for 2 different shades of green. And you'll see what I'm going to do here in a minute. So I'm just going to pull color. I like to just pull color onto my blending brush like so. And then there is paper. I think you can see it. The paper, you can see it very lightly. I start off and then I'm going to come into my paper here. This is the light. This is Pear Pizzazz. And all I'm doing is circular motion. I'll pick up more ink. And I'm going to blend on some Pear Pizzazz onto this mask, which will transfer then onto my basic white paper. You could do an ombre. You could start real dark here and go up light. There's so many things you can do with this mask. I'm only going to show you one today. But the possibilities are endless. So this may be one of those things that I will have to revisit and revisit. So I'm done with the Pear Pizzazz. There is some color on this mask. So I'm going to take the tape. Hopefully I can get this off. And I like to have some wet ones handy to wipe off my mask because there's color on here, right? So I want to get this wiped off. You'll see. See, I don't want to transfer that ink, although that's a light green and that's okay. And so I've got a towel right here. No, I didn't really come prepared. It just happened to be on my desk. I'm working in a space that's just about this big. The rest is all piles of stuff around me. So luckily this towel just happened to be there. How about that? All right. So now I'm going to take this mask and I'm going to turn my mask 90 degrees. Keeping this still in that same. And I'm going to see what I'm doing here. I'm putting the lines between. I'm kind of making a checkerboard. I forget the bone man comes today. So if you hear that beeping, that's the bone man picking up some of the last of the deer bones, the offal. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my Granny Apple Green, which is a little bit darker. And I'm going to do the same thing. And you're going to see how much fun this effect is. So this green is a little darker. Starting off, I like to start off. This one makes a lot more mess because it's a darker. Sometimes I just put my finger down just to hold the paper underneath so I'm not wiggling it. Okay, so now I've added my Granny Apple Green. I'm going to clean this up. Anyone else joining today, please comment. so that I know you're here. May just be you and me, Mary Jo. And there, look at this gorgeous background. Okay, so again, you're going to take your wet ones and wipe that mask off before you do anything else, because otherwise you're going to transfer all this ink. You got to do it in the air so you're not transferring it to your desk surface. Cleaning it off and then letting that set aside. Okay, so here is my background, and this is ready to be made into a card. And I actually I was just playing last night with some watercoloring. I love to watercolor, so I actually have some pieces on my desk, and I'm going to turn this into a card, and I'm going to kind of surprise you, hopefully, with it. So I'm going to make this be my background. Remember, this one's 3 3/4 by 5. So I've got a piece of Pool Party. Whoops. Pool Party that is just 1/8 of an inch bigger than that. And then I'm going to put that on a piece of Highland Heather, and you'll see why from my image when I put my image down. Okay, and so I was watercoloring with the new Scenic Garden host set. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Karen. Good morning. So this is the host set, and this is the one that you can earn if you I think it's $300. So $300 party or workshop or order of your own. Then this one automatically gets added to your order. So what I love about this is I love to watercolor. You might not, and I'm going to show eventually different ways to do this without watercoloring. But I had some time to play yesterday, so I made this. Look at this. Hi, Bee. So gorgeous. I made this little watercolor. This is on watercolor paper. Oh, it's hard when it's not in the light. And I did the little flower pot here. And I did a no line watercolor. Okay, this does take time. But that's okay. Sometimes we have lots of time. And I just happened to be playing around for I have a meeting tonight, and I want to showcase this. So I cut this out of the fitted floret dies, and so I made the frame then out of silver metallic. I'm going to try this. I'm going to see if I can do. I can see if I can do this by using some dimensionals to hold it. And of course, we want one in the middle. Let's see how I did on that. Okay, not bad. Look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? So pretty. I'm not done yet though. Okay, so we need a little greeting. So I was looking at some of the dies, and I saw these Something Fancy dies. These are new dies that are out of the new mini catalog that I showed you, the purple one, the January to April. And these are super cute tags, and they come with this stamp set, or you can bundle them together, of beautiful words. So I think this would make a really, really pretty birthday card. Happy birthday right here. So I'm going to pull this die out right here. And I'm going to use the happy birthday, which I already have right here. And I'm going to bring in a piece of Pool Party and some Memento ink. I'm going to actually stamp this twice because I'm going to use this on my next card that I'm going to show you. And I love it. So we need to die cut this. So let me bring in my little baby. Aha! Here is my new baby boss. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss Mini. You'll notice this beautiful color, and you're like, oh my gosh, Emmy, where'd you get that beautiful color? This is actually a sneak peek of one of the new in colors that is going to be coming out in the next catalog in April. So the big annual catalog. And so this is just a sneak peek. It's called Boho Blue. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And guess what? You can get one too. And you want to know how? So let's just talk about that briefly before I die cut. So it's celebration. So we've always got a special going on for celebration where you can join and do get your supplies at a discount, or decide that you want to also teach classes to your friends. It's really entirely up to you. If you're a diehard Stampin' Up fan, you might want to join so that you can get a 20% discount. So there's three. This is the best deal ever. I see I'm yellow, so I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully, I'm not cutting out too much. But there is option one where you can get this beautiful boho blue mini machine, and you can get your choice of $175 worth of product, $175 worth of product, and this machine for $129. Did you did you all faint? 129, $175 worth of product, and this machine, which is a $63 value, for 129. What are you waiting for? The second option is maybe you don't love blue. I don't love blue, but I love this blue and had to have it. You can get a white machine, same thing, $175 worth of product for 129. So awesome. Then there's a third option. Maybe you don't need this machine, or maybe you don't want this machine. You can still get $175 worth of product, and it's only $99. $99 for $175 worth of product. It's amazing. So when I get done with this video, I'll be posting a link for you to look at the details on that up in the header. So watch for that. But let's move on. We're going to go ahead and die cut this machine, this die. And so I'm going to bring in the cutting plates. Brand new machine, haven't used it yet. And so I'm going to put down my, I want to just tell you briefly, if you're ever wondering, like, how do I make a sandwich? It's all inside there's a little brochure, and it tells you what you need to do for each different step. So we're die cutting. I love to have this on my desk. Now, sometimes it's not as easy when you're not standing up and you're not just doing it on your own. So just bear with me. I'm hoping I can get this straight. Sometimes I have to turn it a little. It's a virgin cut. Okay, so there's one pass through. And let's go ahead and die cut the second one. We're going to use it on our second card. That is going to be also using masks, but I hope you will like this. I'm going to show you what the other masks look like. They are amazing. Okay, so it's just something to put in your back pocket. Sometimes when you're just maybe having some, what do they call that? When you're having like just you have no muse, you're not creative. Maybe this would be something that you could put in your pocket and say, hey, I want to play with those masks. So here we're going to pop up this happy birthday. I hate to cover up some of that pretty watercoloring. I may have to put it down. What would you do? Oh gosh. I want it up here, but I worked hard on that watercoloring. I may just put it down here. I worked hard on that. I want to see it. I want the person that is that weird? I want the person that I'm sending it to see the all the watering coloring that I did. So for me, no card is complete without a little bit of embellishment. So I'm going to go ahead and embellish with the new opaque adhesive backed gems. Because they come, I'm going to pull up this Highland Heather. This is Fresh Freezer, but I'm going to pull up this little pop of purple. I could use the dark Gorgeous Gray, but I think since I used Highland Heather here and here, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to start with a little, oh boy, do I want to go? I think I might just go right around the greeting itself and make that its own kind of thing. Oh, wow. Okay. is that bad when you're wowing your own work? I just think it's so pretty. I mean, come on, you guys could do this too. So pretty, gorgeous. Okay, let's get ready to do the I'm trying to see if I can I can leave this out for you to be able to see. Okay, let's get ready and do the second card, the main card that I had planned. So I'm going to bring in my scrap paper again, and I'm going to bring in my basic white. And this time, I think I'm going to put a little bit, watercoloring is easy. My son is outside waving to me. He thinks he's funny. He's like his dad. You wouldn't cover it either. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. I thought it was just me. Okay, so this one I can use a little bit of tape because the image does not fully go on the whole thing. So the other, let's see, I'm going to pull them in. So the other templates that are in the masks are flowers. So we're going to go ahead and start. And then, okay, a tip. This one is 3 3/4 by 5, 3 3/4 by 5. So if I use the same paper, I can just line it up just like that. That's one way to help me be able to keep it even. And as I layer, you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's get the tape out of the way for just a minute. And I'm going to bring in my light polished pink. And I think I just dropped my brush. This might be hard for me, so hold on because I don't bend too easily right now. Oh, I got it. But I got to sit down. I lost my chair. The rolly chair got away from me. Thank goodness I'm not a full. Thank you guys. I hope you're laughing with me. Thank goodness I'm not a full screen. It's not pretty sight. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I have a bad hip right now. I'm having hip replacement surgery next month, so I'm can't wait for that to happen. Because I just can't move very well. So I'm gonna start off, and I'm going to do a light polish pink. I'm avoiding the center just a little. Even this center, I am going to do this some variegation a little bit. I'm going to hit the edges a little darker. You can do whatever you want with that. That's what's nice about these. You could do them all the same, or you could do them darker on the edges, lighter in the center, which is what I'm doing. Okay, so there's my first layer. Then I can go ahead and take this off. I'm not going to use this again, so I'm not worried about washing it right away. And it looks kind of weird, doesn't it? Oh, I forgot. I got to leave that on there for a minute. Right, one thing I forgot to do. Sorry. I forgot to do my center. So I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to use, I didn't have another little blend brush handy. So I've already got yellow on a big brush. So I'm going to kind of hit it with the tip, and I'm going to come in with some Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to go a little over. So it's coming into my flower. Okay, there you go. That's better. All right, so when I pull this off, that way it kind of keeps this. You see how I'm doing that. Okay, now we're going to come in with the next layer, and that's some detail. I've got these all have tape on them, so hold on a minute. All right, so now I have to make sure that I've got it lined up. So it didn't work that way. Let's see. No, it does work this way. There we go. All right, so I'm lining up my dots. Trying to line up my center. Drop that a little, pull that up. It's just a little bit of fussiness. And I can put that down. And I'm going to come in with some Mellow Mambo, which is the next, hi Kathy, which is the next color that's a little darker. I'm going to use that same brush that I used with the polished pink. And I'm going to bring in some Mellow Mambo. That's going to be some highlights. I'm going to try to avoid my center. Center. I'll leave do these. Okay, so there's my, I want this a little darker here. These 3 dots. Dark. Okay. That was Mellow Mambo on top of polished pink. We can set that aside. Then we're going to pull this one up. Okay, so we're building. So now I'm going to bring in the leaves. And I've got a set of leaves here that fits just like this. This is all the same. This is all part of the same. I'm just looking for my green. This is all part of the same masks in the new catalog. So we're going to start with our light, which is Pear Pizzazz. We don't have to worry about going on our flower because that's all masked. We don't have to worry about that because that's not going to get colored. Super nice. So we can go ahead and pull that up. Okay, so you can see where we're going. Then I'm going to bring in my Granny Apple Green. Don't leave me yet because I want to show you what this whole card looks like when it's finished. And then some extras you can do. So now I'm going to have a little highlight on my leaf. I want to make sure I'm on my leaf. There. Okay. And now I got Granny Apple Green. I want to come in a little darker. Okay. I'm not worried if I don't get full coverage. I kind of like the look. Okay, so now I've got my main image done, and we can make this into a card. Isn't that pretty? Now, there's a lot of things that you could do with this. I'm going to leave it as is, and then I'm going to show you a little bit a stepped up version. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this on black just to help it pop. Get it centered. Well, a big secret is to turn it over. And then I'm going to bring in a little pool party because remember I cut my greeting out of pool party. So I'm going to use that, mount this. So that card could go together very, very easily. And you could do multiples of this very, very easily. So we've got the little greeting right here. We're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. And you can add some embellishments. You could add some ribbon if you wanted. I'm just going to put happy birthday right here. I am going to use these iridescent flat adhesive back pearls and my take your pick tool. I'm going to focus kind of around the greeting here. Okay, it just adds a little sparkle and a little shine. So this is a card. Hi, Heather. Thank you. So beautiful, beautiful. But I want to show you what I did with the first one. And this is a super easy idea. If you don't love, if you're not comfortable with this, why not just jazz it up a little bit, whimsical it up a little bit. And all I did was I took my black, I'm going to hold these up so you can see the difference. I took my black Stampin' Write marker and I went whimsically around each image and around the outside. See how that just makes each one pop? And that's the reason I use the black. The black makes this pop really well, but this just outlines everything and just brings it to life. So there's two different ideas. The other thing you could do is you could now take your blend, like I like to do sometimes, and just take a pool party blend and put that around here. And that would just bring that flower out too. So I just wanted to give you some encouragement for using your mask. Here's this beautiful background. And then here's the using the floral mask. And those, let me just find them in the catalog so that you know what I'm talking about. I can show you them now because the catalog is live. The masks are on page 62. Sorry, I didn't have that all marked for you, but here is the masks right here. So you get the four masks, the four floral masks, and then the one background mask. That's $10.50 for the mask. Well worth it. And then if you look at this page, there are so many things they did. So this one, they've used some embossing paste, let it dry, and then put the color over it. So it was just a texture, right? This one, they used some Versamark and embossed it in white. So then when they did it, then this stayed white. Or they may have used paste there, but it almost looks like they just did a Versamark. And then here's something similar to what we did today. But look at this. This is the floral in the background. And then they just really stepped it up by adding This made it look like a designer series paper, and then they added the die cuts and the twine and all the embellishments. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. To me, it's a must have. So, oh, I'm glad you like it, Karen. Thank you so much. So, uh, that is all I have for you today. We're right at a half hour, and I see that I've gone yellow. I'm also going to premiere this up on YouTube when I get done. I know they're hidden in there, and you don't think about using them, but I hope I made them look like they were easy for you, Cheryl. Um, I'm going to tell you, I had a piece of paper here. What did I do with it? I covered it up. I have a couple things happening here in the Nest Live on January 27th. If you go to Create With Me on Facebook, which is probably where you're watching this video, I think I tried to multi-stream it to my group too. But if you look on Create With Me on Facebook, we've got bingo coming up on January 27th. The last day to sign up for that is January 20th. That is a total blast. I have lots of goodies for you. So the cost is $40, and I do my goodies, and then everything else goes into prizes. So usually, if we get a full house, as it is limited, and people are buying tickets, usually it's hundreds of dollars in bingo prizes. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Then we also have Stamp It Your Way, our new program that Betsy Kreider and I are doing together. The first one is getting ready to go out already. What it is 8 cards of 4 designs, 2 of 4 designs. We do a video live online, and we do a full tutorial, and then you get $20 worth of product, and it's only $35. So you can subscribe to that starting on February 1st, and then that goes through February 10th, and then we will get it all cut to you and sent out to you, and then make the video for you to watch. So that's been very popular. And then I have my monthly card class here in the Nest if you're local on February 1st. That's cards for let's see, just sorted. I've got sorted. I do all occasion cards. Again, you do 8 cards, 2 of each design, and that's $20 here in the Nest. So that's always a fun night to get together and stamp. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad that you love my watercoloring card. I love to watercolor. I'm kind of crazy about it, but just sitting there last night, it just was really relaxing to just do it. Sometimes you get frustrated, but really it's just waiting and letting things dry. And so, yeah, I love watercoloring. So I'm going to show a couple things at a meeting tonight at 7. So for our group. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to log off and say goodbye. And I'm going to put a couple things up in the header. So come back and look at those. And if my sound went off or anything went off, I see I'm yellow, maybe lagging a little bit, then you can come back and watch later. So keep commenting. I'm going to do a random comment generator on Monday, and I'll mail a card out to you as soon as I can. So bye, everybody. Have a great, great weekend.